Wonderful.
Okay,
So
I'm turning off my background.
Your meeting for Facebook Live. You know, everything is a little slower, and of course, I'm in a hotel. So, okay, maybe we are live. Let's see. I think we are live. Yes, we are live. So here we are. Hello, my friends. You would not believe what a great surprise I have for you today. I have here with me for our live 11 o'clock broadcast, the amazing, the incredible, a long-standing friend and a mentor and a fabulous, fabulous leader. And her name is Dr. Karen Perkins. So it's such an honor, such a joy to have you with me on this live broadcast. Hello.
Hello, and I have to tell you, you have been one of the people I have admired up close and afar for years, and I aspire to be just like, but in my own way, because you are phenomenal, and everyone who's following you, congratulations, you have found a wonderful mentor and leader to follow, so good for you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Somehow we have a delayed thing. I see you talk, even though when I hear you, your speaking is over. So we just have to go with the flow here. So tell me a little bit about you, my beloved friend.
Oh, okay. I was born in 1742. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you have to come on my show, the never aging, unchanged woman, and how to do it.
Well, you know, I have 30 grandkids and 2 great grandkids, right?
No.
So I follow your philosophies. I will never change. And, you know, that's just the way it is. Anyway, I come from a long line of or history of helping people with change, with emotional intelligence, and getting them up to where they need to be. I've done corporate consulting, I've done executive coaching, I've done speaking. I have a couple of best-selling books on emotional intelligence and positive attitudes. And I'm in the upcoming movie that comes out Friday, yay, How Thoughts Become Things, which is basically the follow-up to The Secret, where The Secret told you the what and why. The How Thoughts Become Things tells you how to do it, which I'm really excited about. Pretty much the same cast members, or many of the same cast members as The Secret. So it'll be fun. And I know you've got a link to get them all there.
Yes, absolutely. And that's so amazing. But just to make sure again that the people understand, The Secret, was such an incredible, really, it went like a storm through through audiences and really opened up the way of why manifestation works, how you manifest. But now you take it with this new movie even a step further to actually explain why thoughts and how thoughts matter and manifest into the things that you want and also that you don't want if you're not careful, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And really, the world runs off of energy, and thoughts are energy. And
Yes.
if you think about it, your thoughts are so powerful that they can even control machinery. And first time I heard that, I went, nah, yeah, you've got those people with those arms with the metal. They just think, move my fingers. They just think it, and it does it. And, you know, the chemical change in your body, in your genes, your neuropeptides, all of that, scientifically, they become things. It's not just people who want to believe it. It's the fact. It is a scientific fact that thoughts do produce things.
They're electrons, right? It's a frequency. It's a very powerful, the stuff that we are made of.
Yep.
I don't hear you anymore.
Oh, I said yes. Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. My mouth was still moving, but I stopped talking.
Yes. I don't know, but we are. What I see is so far behind of where we are speaking. I don't know what this is. I hope that it comes across all right. We'll see.
Well, it comes across immediately for me.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if they know how long you've been where you're at. Do they know that?
In this, I mean, right now in this place.
Yes.
Yes, must be going on to 7 weeks now, and
Now,
probably needing to add another 4 weeks. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge.
and that's one of those things. Now, I live in hotels because I travel so much, but I also know that, so I come prepared for multiple weeks in a hotel, and people are like, "Oh, you're so lucky," and they don't understand the challenges that come with that. But because you think positively, you're like, "Yep, that's a challenge. So how do I get around it?" Instead of going, "Oh, this is so awful. I don't have. I wish I could." You're like, I'll do my best. And
Yes.
because of that, your energy is still high, it's still up, and you're still succeeding immensely. And again, that comes back to your thoughts and to your energy and to your frequency. So you have got the most beautiful frequency, and people need to understand that. And it does come from the way you think about things.
Exactly. Your thoughts create that. They create that frequency. It's almost like a radio station, right?
Yes.
We send it out and we broadcast it, and how we think. We also create our own chemistry, right? It
Yes.
creates either endorphins and it makes you happy and you're up, or you're depressed because your thoughts have a direct and immediate effect on your how you feel.
And
What
bad
chemistry?
things happen. And I say, go ahead, have a heavy heart, mourn the things that make you mourn. Don't get stuck there, but you can have a heavy heart and
Yes.
still choose to be happy.
Yes.
So I'm not saying pretend everything is, chocolate chip cookies or roses or whatever makes you happy. Go ahead and have a heavy heart, but choose to focus on the things that are happy, because
Right.
that which you focus on expands.
Yes, that is so true. And we know this. Those of us who are not spring chicken anymore, we have experienced this in multiple ways.
Yes.
And this is such a great such a great thought for our viewers and anybody who listens to this, how important it is what you think. The first thought in the morning, let it be positive, let it be happy, focus on what you want and what you already have. And gratitude is a big piece of that as well, isn't it, Karen?
It is a huge piece of it.
Yeah. So I am so excited to have this incredible movie launch on Friday. So we're going to have an online launch party. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And
And
can you just say the name of the movie again, of the
it's How Thoughts Become Things.
How Thoughts Become Things. What a powerful, short, and to the point title. And it is really a sequence of the incredible movie that changed so many lives, The Secret, right?
Yeah.
And so this one will change even more lives because you're going even deeper in the how-tos.
Well,
Right?
a lot of us watched The Secret and we were so motivated and it changed our lives. And then we got to a point where we're like, okay, now what? And really, honestly, most of us weren't ready for the now what's at that point, because it was such a new thought for many.
Yeah.
And now we're going into the now what? Now what?
Yes.
And it's going to wrap it all up for you beautifully.
Yes, and what better time than now? Because right now, everybody asks what now, because we don't really know, but we have the power to put into place, into the chalice, that which we want by thinking the right thoughts.
That is correct, and taking the right actions. You
And
can't just think
right
it;
action.
you got to
Yes.
act upon it.
Yes, And that's really such an important part, because sometimes people say, oh, you know, I have been wanting it, I have been thinking about it, I have been saying it, but what did you do about it, right?
Right. It's not enough every morning to get up and say, I will.
Yeah.
You need to.
Yes, I am, and I
Yeah.
do, and I be, right?
Yeah.
So even being it, incorporating it with all of your five senses, and knowing how it feels, how it tastes, how it smells, how it, you know, how it is, and then becoming that, and then doing everything to make it happen.
Can I share a real quick example of that?
Yes, please.
I was talking to my best friend forever, my friend Janice Madriaga. And Janice has always wanted a house on the ocean. And most of us, I mean, I want one here, I want one there. But when she was about 8 years old, she remembers sitting on the top of her swing set where, you know, the slide is,
Yeah.
and saying, I'm going to live in a house on the ocean. And she imagined feeling the breeze and the salt water splash against her and hearing the waves. And I mean, she just really immersed herself into that. And she did that. That was her escape. You know, she'd do it every couple of months. She would just sit there and enjoy her house in the ocean. Well, she went on, did all kinds of things, lived in the mountains and loved it. And one day she said, I'm ready for that. And I kid you not, within about 3 weeks, she had 4 opportunities to buy a house on the ocean. And right now she is living literally on the cliffs of Hilo and the Big Island in Hawaii. I mean, she is, there's nobody between her and the water.
Oh
And
my
she
God,
sits there and watches the whales and everything.
that is. But you see, this is how it is. I remember I have had many manifestations in my life, because I just I just don't feel that there is any question about it. You know, for example,
Yeah.
I had my children, my last child, pretty late, when I was 36 years old, and people said, "Are you not? Are you not afraid? You know, at your age or so?" I mean, this is 38 years ago, when people were more concerned about this. Today, it's not a thing anymore. And I said, never entered my mind. You know, never entered my mind. And I also remember when I had my, after my husband and I were divorced, and we were separated in different, today we are together again, we married again in
Yay.
2009. But I had a townhouse that I needed to sell, because we were back together. And of course I moved in back with him. He had the penthouse. So, and I had this 3-bedroom condominium. And it just wouldn't sell. It wouldn't sell. And I just tried. And then I remembered, I said, okay, this is it. So I declared it. I actually declared it. I talked to the universe and I said, this is it. I want it to be sold, and find the right person who really would love it and would appreciate it and pay me what I want within this month, 2 weeks. It took 2 weeks.
The difference is you not just declared it, but you felt it, you knew it.
Yes.
And a lot of us will say, okay, it's going to do it this day, but deep down we're like, yeah, maybe, I hope, maybe,
That's right. Yes.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But no, when you know it's going to happen, by darn, it happens.
Yes. And there is that power. There is that just, there is the, almost as if there's absolutely nothing that could not be so. It's kind of, you declare it and you just know it. It's very difficult to put this into words, because it's such a powerful feeling that is actually going on inside of you. It's a feeling of you are one with the creator, or with the creative universe. And it's a life force energy that enters you, and then that sends out what you desire.
And you know, it's amazing when other people just can't understand that energy. Too much information, but I've had a couple of near-death times. I won't say experiences, because one, I had a 27% chance of living for over 4 months. And I want you to notice my choice of words. 27% chance of living, not a 73% chance of dying.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
And
bottom
when
line,
I found that out,
yeah.
not from my doctors, but from the insurance agency who would have to pay out if I died. So they called every day to make sure I wasn't. Yeah, that's another story. But you know what? It was like, and I, you know, I wasn't concerned. I wasn't worried. It's like, I'm going to be fine. It's just going to take me a bit.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, no, life is, I mean, yeah, I'm tired and I have to take more naps and I have to eat certain foods, but
yeah.
So what? I knew I was going to live. And it's like, my family doesn't understand. I don't even tell them if I get sick because they're all freaking out. And I'm like, it'll pass.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I know it will. When my time is, when it's time, I'll know it's time.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't time.
Yeah, perfect. Such a great example. Thank you for sharing that very personal story. Karen, we are out of time, but my goodness, this was so, what an honor. How beautiful that we connected just a couple of days ago. I mean, you had interviewed me so many times in the past, many, many years ago.
Yes.
And now I have the honor to interview you, which is just, I'm just so thrilled. And I'm so happy that my friends and here on Facebook and far beyond that will find out not only about you, the magnificent you, but also this incredible movie that will be released in just 2 days, correct?
Yeah, can you believe that?
Yes.
And
So
I'll send you an invite to the launch party that only a few get to go to and see it together. Everybody else is just going to receive a download. But we'll get to watch it together with their downloads, only we'll see it together.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
I'll send you that invite.
Is there some last, just to close it, is there, what is your best tip, just in 1 minute for people at this time, at this point in time right now?
What you believe is true for you, even if it's not based on reality. So you decide what you want to believe because your subconscious mind is so protective of you, it is bound and determined to prove you right. So you choose what you want to believe and your subconscious will help you have it come true.
Incredibly powerful. So you create your life, you create the world that you want to live in. So make it the best, right?
Yes.
Yes. Wonderful.
Thank you. So good to see you again. Mwah.
Mwah. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, see you soon again. Bye-bye.